Is this better? Please tell me.
Oh, and we're underway. Bandow using his normal 4th place start strat that he uses. I think Bandow stream's probably a little bit ahead of Sweener's stream at this point. And they'll get that fixed.
Yeah.
Ancient Lake, pretty basic course. It's the first course in Dino Domain and the first course of... and usually not the first course that most players do when they go for PB attempts. Most times, people will start in Future Funland because of a track that we'll mention later. It looks like both players got just about the same time here. I didn't quite get to catch them.
Knowing this category, the difference will widen more towards the middle of the run. So now it looks even, but whoever plays better this time and during this run, the difference will show. They're both really good players, so either one of them could take this for sure.
Yeah. I might give a slight edge to Bandow. Just for the type of style that he plays. If it works, he's definitely going to get a bit more ahead of Sweener. Which both players have been also... Ooh, a little bit of a rough canyonless trick. This is the trick that we call canyonless, where the players attempt to grab the blue balloon and drift back over to the zipper inside the tunnel area where Bandow is. He's going to go for it here. He'll grab that and go on the zipper, but he actually got the wrong balloon, which will give Sweener a chance to catch up and maybe pass him heading into Jungle Falls.
Yeah.
And Sweener ending up with a 109. Definitely not quite what he wanted.
Yeah, both with our Fossil Canyon. That happens. Canyonless is actually a lot harder than it seems. So.
Yeah. Oh no, Sweener Sweener with a really bad jump off of the bridge section. Yeah, so he's quite a bit behind now.
I'm confused on how that happened. Like
when he boosted, he kind of like went up to the side and he hit the bridge, and the bridge boosted him up to where he landed.
I know, but
it's crazy. 40 for Bandow.
I just don't know, man. This game is weird.
Yeah, and so we're gonna see Bandow here. He's going to go for the first out of bounds trick. Actually quite surprised to see him go and do the first out of bounds. He usually goes for what we call fast strat, where he grabs some bananas before going out of bounds. Oh no!
Oh, Tweener missing it. That's quite odd.
Yeah, there's a pretty wide margin there to get in. So we're gonna see Sweener do the backup. He'll get down in there. So a bit of a rough start here in Dino for Sweener. Bandow not having much problem. Though really the issue when you go out of bounds is making sure that you don't wrong way. This track has a pretty easy checkpoint set of checkpoints to get. A nice 49 from Bandow there. That's really fast.
Yeah, that is definitely a good one. The reason why they are doing barrels is because if you have noticed, it is definitely faster, and that is only when you do not hold the A button while doing them. If you do hold the A button, not fast at all. It's lame.
Definitely. And so Bandow is now on our first hover track of ATR Whale Bay. It is I would say it's definitely the shortest hover track. And you'll see both players doing what we call snaking, which is where they're kind of moving their hovercrafts back and forth, because when you are just turning in general, you gain more speed. on hover, so we just go back and forth and it consistently keeps speed.
I mean, turning is a mechanic and gaining speed while turning is a mechanic in all vehicles, but in hover, you just you do exploit that. Also, yes. This track is so short that you don't even hear all the music for it.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, if you just turn on the music, then listen to the soundtrack on, like, go to YouTube, listen to the soundtrack. You'll just hear a bridge that you have not heard while listening to it. Like, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, Will Bay is definitely a short track. Most players probably take somewhere between 50 seconds and a minute. For most of these players. Now both players on Pirate Lagoon, which is a track definitely more based on turning the hovercraft. So, like, there's a lot of wider turns, and some of them can be pretty tricky. The section that both players are in here, you can definitely lose a lot of speed, like you saw Bandow do there. He holds just about a lap lead on Sweener now, so the gap's starting to widen. I suspect it'll stay just about the same as we head as we continue in through Crescent Island, but
Memphis look really like in Sweener. Yeah, but
probably something around the 14, probably like about a 16-second lead. Yeah, it's 17-second lead for Bandow so far. So this is actually one of the larger leads that we've seen. Ooh, Bandow having a little bit of a rough time there in the sharp turn section. That's definitely a tricky section in general.
It's not usually, actually. It's just something that requires a bit of practice at first, but you get it done pretty easily.
Yeah.
But it's pretty unusual to see Bandow mess that up.
Yeah. And he gets it really fast there. Nice 21 lap.
Yeah, that's a really good lap.
Oh, unfortunately, I think Sweener had the bump texture problem with the second.
What? Did he just
second zipper? And he took the turn too wide, so he went up the mast and landed down the section which we usually only take for the coin challenge. So I didn't catch Bandow, so I want to say it's probably like a 1-0, something around a 107, just based on the pace that he was on, but I didn't actually get the time. But I'll get to see it on the string here in a second. This is definitely not exactly the time that Sweener wants. Definitely a rough Crescent Island for him. 114.
Yeah. Sweener is definitely having a rough time so far. Hopefully he can make it back up later.
Yeah.
Oh, and missing the start boost too. Oh man. I feel like the more we talk about how much of a rough time he's having, yeah, I swear, it's the classic jinx.
Yeah. So Treasure Caves is definitely a 39 from Bandow. That is super fast, by the way.
Yeah, that is.
He must have gotten it on both other laps, which Sweener is having a pretty good Treasure Caves himself. It's not gonna quite be a 39 time, but it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
This is a very inconsistent track, especially because we don't exactly know what to do with all the boosts. So he's going to end up with a 44. So that's 9 seconds between the two of about 5 or whatever seconds added, just based off of that one track. I think it's 5 seconds gained. And so we're on to the first inbound track plane, Everfrost Peak, which Peaks doesn't like.
I want this track to melt. I want to melt this track.
I think it would be an awesome hover track if it melted.
Exactly. And if that happens, then it will be actually a decent playable track. Like, come on, man.
Holy crap, Bandow just had a 19 lap. Like, you don't realize how fast Bandow's going through this track.
Yeah, that is definitely a very good lap.
Yeah, he looks on pace to get somewhere around a low 1, possibly even a sub 1. which wouldn't be out of the question. He's a really, really good player. So this is going to be a 101. 101.6, low 101. That is incredible.
Yeah, that definitely is. It's so to even get a sub 1, so...
Oh, yeah. Yet alone, like... I mean, I find it difficult to get low scores anywhere in this game. But, like... To go at the speed that someone like Bandow or Sweenerdog goes at, like... Or Trident also. Like, all these guys go super fast. All these... I think every player in here has at least a low 25 PB. With Giz holding the world record with a 23.48, which he got, I guess, doing some practice in during the tournament time. So on to Walrus Cove, a pretty neat card track.
Yeah, whoa.
So
big mistake by Bando there.
So I think he sometimes goes for that strat where he goes for the giant boost. I just think it didn't work out that time. But yeah, usually most players you'll see do what Sweener's doing, which is holding that boost and just trying to go across finish line that way. So,
oh, this is looking like a well scope for Bando right here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get like a 120. Yeah, he's gonna get a 125. So this is definitely a good this would definitely be a good opportunity for Sweener to make up some time, but I'm not sure on if he's on the pace to catch up.
Yeah, Wallace Cove, it's definitely a track that is considered to be one that hard to be consistent at.
Yes, especially with all the terrain changes in this last section. And then keeping in line here, so he's gonna actually. Oh,
what?
Ooh!
What?
So that would have been keeping just about pace with Bandow and wouldn't have lost time, but he bumped it. The starting line's so weird. In some tracks, the starting line is very transparent, but in certain ones they're not. So Bandow having a super fast Snowball Valley. Snowball Valley is kind of the short track of Snowflake Mountain. I think besides Future Funland, every single world has some form of a short car track, and most of them, I'd say, are pretty inconsistent. Like Haunted Woods, which we'll see later, but like Snowball Valley and Ancient Lake are both. You can get pretty consistent with them, but they're still difficult tracks. Bandow on Frosty Village, one of the more laggier courses, and this course is definitely one of the main reasons we don't use music in ATR.
Oh yeah, music, it causes lag. Just a slight bit of lag. Not using music, we should have probably actually talked about it earlier, but not using music, it will save you about at like 10 seconds at most, just from not using it.
Yeah. We
only use it in this category though, and if you're wondering if it's not present in and any other Nintendo 64 game, it is present. Like Mario Kart, for example, there's the multiplayer mode, there's no music in it.
Yeah.
That's why. To reduce lag.
Yeah. It's a systematic flaw of N64 is the way that the audio is created for the cartridges. That creates lag, unfortunately, in so many games. Like DKR has some great music. But in most other major RTA categories, we do use music, mainly because of 116 from Sweener, probably not exactly what he wanted. Bandow on Boulder Canyon in Dragon Force, the last hover track of the run here. It's my personal favorite hover track. Bandow just flying through this track. He is one of the major things in the track is actually what he just did there, which I guess is like castle jump, kind of. We'll see Sweener go for it in a bit here. Actually, both players, they're just about even, with Sweener now being up about 2 laps. Yeah, you try to boost yourself on the ramp and just go into the water there. Bandow is just, man, this is a great time. It's probably going to be about a 114, actually a 113. Bandow was the world record holder I believe, in the balloon category for this track.
Yeah, it's a 111 he has. And I think it's a 111, 11. Literally all one. It's the most legendary time ever. I hope it's never gets beaten.
It's definitely a great meme record. It's a great record, but it's also a good meme record on top of it. Sweener's actually having a pretty good Boulder Canyon, honestly.
This is really... Oh, and then we say that. Classic jinx.
Yeah, for most times, which I think it's still going to be good, because most... Like, I know mostly Sweener gets right around a 120 on Boulder Canyon, so for him not to get around that score and actually get a 119 probably feels pretty good for him. He's now going on to Greenwood Village, one of my favorite car tracks. It's very drift heavy. It's like you'll see for Bandow, where the section he's about to go into has quite a bit of counter drifting, and so it kind of helps you learn the idea of like drifting through turns. That's a really pretty good Greenwood Village from.
It's definitely
Bandow.
It's definitely a good track for people inexperienced with drifting to learn how to do it. It's definitely a good track for that.
Mm-hmm. And so while Sweener goes on Greenwood Village, I kind of want to focus here because on Bandow, because he's about to do the windmill planes out of bounce trick. So he actually misses it. So kind of to explain the trick. Okay, sorry, you can go.
Yeah, windmill planes, very hard out of bounds. I expected him to actually go after it again, but after that happened, but maybe he'll try again this lap.
Yeah, I think he will.
But basically what you do is you just use the boost and you go through the Zippo boost and then
No, there it is. So he got over. That's not the most ideal way to take it, but he got out of bounds. He lost a lot of speed doing so, and losing speed in plane is not very good, but granted, he did get out of bounds, so not much. Like, it's only 1 lap worth of time loss. And Sweener gets out first try, so Sweener's going to gain quite a bit of time on Bandow here, which is good. It'll make this race a lot closer. So Bandow got a 124, and so I think Sweener's probably going to get...
probably low...
Probably going to get a low 110 or so. Depending on how fast he takes this section. He's definitely taking his time, making sure he's staying in bounds, because this is one of the tracks where, because the course is deloading a lot, granted, these players both know the track, but he's just taking a more safer route. He's not quite YOLOing the track. But it's still nonetheless going to be somewhere between 10 to whatever seconds. 106, that's an 18-second save for him. And Bandow having a bit of trouble on this lap on Haunted Woods.
Yeah.
A very inconsistent car track. Very short, very much based on throwing yourself down that section that Bandow just did. And same, throwing yourself into the forest with like drifting and then holding back on the joystick while you're boosting. So both players are now 1 lap apart. Sweener looks to be having a pretty solid... Ooh. So that's the most inconsistent zipper in the game. Because you'll just bump over it sometimes. But...
I wouldn't say it's the most inconsistent zipper. I'd say there's... I would say that one at the end of the tunnel in Stowe City.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. one of the most inconsistent in the game. And unfortunately, Sweener missing it twice and missing that zipper, he gets a 52.
Yeah, that's not the best time in the world, but...
Okay. And so, Bandow on what's considered by most players the hardest track in the game, Space Dust Alley. This is where we start, where most players will start their ATR runs, just because it's so crucial to get a good SDA time. Bandow, definitely one of the best 3 players on this track. He just goes so fast. Even though he misses some zippers, he's still, which is not what he wants, he's still going he's still going considerably faster. Like, he's not losing that much speed.
Yeah,
on his plane. This is awesome to watch. Looks like Sweener's gonna get a 28 first lap.
Yeah, looks like this is gonna be around a
113 for Bandow.
I was gonna say, yeah, when I was entering the tunnel, I was gonna say 115, but yeah, it was a 113.
So, Sweener getting a nice barrel roll to catch that zipper. Some nice maneuvering by him. Bandow on Dark Moon Caverns, the first car track of Future Funland. I'd say that a 115 is probably, actually no, he's probably gonna get about a 117, 118, most likely, or or even low. Okay, a 121. That bonk really is costly, but he did cross the finish line before he lost all of his speed and fell to the ground.
Yeah, that was definitely costly one. And Dark Moon Caverns, more like Bonk Moon Caverns, am I right?
Yes, there's a lot of little spots on this track where if you drift too hard, you'll bonk. In Sweener, avoiding that little crater section takes a bit of a wider turn. It's definitely a safer strategy than most players would take, but it works. Like, more people will go the route that Bandow takes, where you're kind of drifting, where you kind of drift to the left, because especially on the earlier laps, because there's a couple bananas you can grab there. And I'm very surprised that neither you nor I brought up bananas throughout this thing. So bananas are actually very important because they help gain speed, both top speed and acceleration.
Yeah, and the cap is at 10.
Yeah, so the banana cap isn't 10, but yeah, so up to 10 bananas, you'll gain top speed and acceleration at about 1%. So it's about a 10% difference. I think the gap is actually now. Ooh, and Bandow using more of an IL strat, but he actually missed one of the. Zippers, so he lost a lot of speed going up to that corner blue balloon, which you'll see him probably go for every single lap. As it looks like a 139 for Sweener on Dark Moon. So yeah, this is about, like, Bandow just does this so fast. That extra balloon is just allows you to zoom through Star City. Another track kind of similar in the vein of Greenwood Village, where it helps you kind of learn drifting, especially because everything here is kind of tight and you want to be grabbing a certain number of zippers, or you want to be grabbing all the zippers. Oh, I guess a little bit of a miss. I guess he didn't grab the blue balloon. It looked like he did on to me, but I might have missed it. Ooh.
Sometimes you just go right through it. It's really annoying.
Yeah. And so Bandow on Spaceport Alpha, the last track of ATR.
And there is an out of bounds here that is Japanese only that you are about to see. Oh, we missed the...
So Bandow does this strat. That is a big risk that you take, and what Bandow's gonna do is he's just gonna grab the balloon and he's just gonna do this way himself. Oh man, he's getting shot down constantly.
That's why it's ideal to grab the shield, but completely missed it, and
Yeah.
it's going about was so bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he usually just doesn't go for the shield or if he just missed it. I don't know much about his playstyle. But now Sweener also going onto Spaceport Alpha. And this race it's probably not going to be quite as close as I think, but definitely going to be close. See, he did grab the shield there, so he just missed the shield the first time. Oh no! So this is interesting that he missed it, and Sweener's going to get the out of bounds. Now Bandow could. Oh no!
Oh,
Okay, so now this just got double interesting because Sweener voided. Or something. No, he went. Oh no, he did get the lap. He went back in bounds.
Yeah.
So he just went too high up and got the out of bounds. I thought he voided, which would have been worse. Looks like Bandow is. Ooh. Did the stream just go off?
No.
No. Okay, on my phone it did. That's just me.
Oh.
So I'll just check.
Oh, Sweener missing the out of bounds.
Sweener missed it out of bounds, so it looks like both players having a little nerves here with Spaceport.
Yeah.
Bandow will. Oh, this is actually going to be almost, well, not quite a photo finish, but 26:05 to 26:0 to 20. Well, actually, Sweener has to do another lap. I completely forgot that, but
yeah,
not quite a photo finish. But I think Sweener should go for out of bounds here just to get a lower time. He missed it, but there's actually a way to do it without. Yeah, there's a way to actually get the out of bounds without using the boost.
Yeah, and that is something you do in time trial.
It is, yes. It is more of a time trial strat because you don't have balloons in time trials. So Sweener's going to finish with a 26:40, a 26:50, actually. Huh?
What? I guess
he's I think wait, I guess is he just trying to go backwards out of bounds? I don't know. I thought he was just I
think he was just salty, so he probably wanted to go for a little
he probably wanted to backflip back over the line.
Yeah. Little swag to finish the run.
Yeah, so both players not very happy with their Spaceport, and understandably so, but it was a good race nonetheless. It was definitely close. It was definitely closer in the end than we might have expected heading into Future Funland. Oh, yeah. So I think both these players, now that the nerves might be a little bit out of them, they're just gonna have a really good second race.
Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely felt like there was a lot of nerves coming out of both of them, especially on Spaceport. But I'm pretty sure that was obvious to see. And now we're just waiting for them to start on their second match.
Yeah, definitely.
Being casually waiting for a match while being actually awkward. This is the life of what we do.
Yeah. So looking at chat, someone kind of saying, taking guesses on times that they're going to get next game. I think what I'd like to see Sweener get I'd like to see Sweener get a 25 because I know he's capable of it, and I'd like to see Bandow ideally I banned out getting a 24 or a low 25.
I'm guessing there will be a 25 next.
Yeah.
And from Bando and Sweener, possibly. Possibly the same, but I'm expecting a 26.
So, what Bandow's doing here, what you just saw him do on Icicle Pyramid, is just basically lose the race. So he starts in 4th place, which will put you in ideal position for Ancient Lake. For starting 4th place, so you're closer to the bananas. You don't have to cut across traffic for it. Most players just opt to stay in 1st place. Others will go into 4th place because it's just faster. Just ever so, it might not even be that much faster. So the race is I guess the race is beginning? Not sure. No. Sweener jumped the gun.
Yeah. No, I think Sweener actually was just purposely coming in 4th just to Ancient Lake.
Oh, he was? Oh my goodness. So that was, wow. So that was just a different way of getting 4th.
Yeah,
Okay, I had no clue about that, but
yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Sweden was swagging on us.
Swagging for 4th, alright.
Yeah, swagging for 4th.
TT should be banned. Obviously the reason that both players use TT is he pretty much has like the most OP stats. He has the fastest top speed, fastest acceleration. He's right in the middle. He's right around the middle of handling, which is really good.
Yeah, the middle handling is actually like the best handling. What they actually did the middle handling to even him out, but that's actually the best handling.
Yeah. Yeah, most times you want middle of the road handling. So for a lot of beginner players, characters like Conquer, Bumper, Timber have like pretty good handling, and decent speed as well. So like using characters like that to start out, and so the race has begun.
It has.
On to, as we start Ancient Link once again back in Dino Domain. So we'll get the streams synced up shortly, most likely. Unless they're already, I guess they might already just be synced up. But I think Bandow might have had a little late start on his race, which puts Sweener ever so slightly ahead.
Yes. I do believe that is so, but...
So a nice 37 for Sweener, but not to be outdone by a 35 from Bandow. On to Fossil Canyon, one of my favorite card tracks. It's for a track in being in Dino Domain. Fossil Canyon's a bit more difficult than you'd think.
Just because of Canyonless.
Because of Canyonless, and if you want to be doing it fast, the pond jump can be difficult to do really well, honestly.
I don't find it that difficult.
But I mean, like, doing something like what Sweener did, where he's flying into the room. Like, I mean, getting it in general is pretty easy, yeah. But doing it super fast, like, in general, pond jump's pretty easy, you're right. When Bandow missed the blue balloon, that's kind of like the second part of Canyonless, is grabbing the blue balloon on the top of the canyon section. It looks like Bandow missed it, so Sweener does have somewhat of a lead. And he's having a pretty good Fossil Canyon here. It's going to be a 102.
No, 101.
A very high 101, but still very good. And a 105 from Bandow. That's 4 seconds.
Both of them having a much better Fossil Canyon than last time.
Yes, definitely. That's very good to see. On to Jungle Falls. Sweener already having a better Jungle Falls than last time. He's flying. That's a 13 lap. Is very good.
Dude, if I see another flying on top of the thing again. I will eat my pants.
Yeah, so Jungle Falls is a very technical track. It's short, but it has a lot of little technical things to it. Like you're gonna see, there's like this jump here in the water. You usually get a little bit more air than what Sweener got, but he got a 40 there, which is great. And we're gonna see a 38 from Bandow. So they're trading back and forth, getting really good, like good times. They're both getting solid times, but one of them's just getting like a great time compared to a good time. To get like a pretty good time. Oh no!
Oh, Sweener missing it again.
Yeah, so I think he's bumping in. He's going too late, and he's bumping into the bottom part. So he's gonna have an extra banana, but Bandow is now ahead of him in the race. Unfortunately,
this is
for Sweener.
Missing it both times. This is is very unusual.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a very close section. A very close end to Dino. Definitely better than last time for Sweener. As long as he doesn't wrong with it. Yep, that's good. He hit both the triggers. Got no wrong way. So a 48. It looks like a 48 for Bandow, and Sweener opting to get the last two. Gets a 59. Opting to take the last two boosts instead of barrel rolling through. I think the angle might not have been good. He was losing a lot of speed. So that was good on him to make a good adjustment there and to take the last two boosts, just go back and bounce. Onto Sherbert Island with a much less of a lead. Only like 5 seconds probably, or so between them. So... oh no, I think he missed the boost. There, I think Sweener missed the start boost. Putting him a little more behind.
Missing the start boost and hover is painful, but not as painful as missing it in plane.
No. Because that's a big reason why bonking in plane is pretty bad. Bonking in hover's not as bad. It's definitely the most forgiving bonking vehicle. Just for this purpose. Just because like you'll more of just bump than like actually stop. Ooh, a very fast section there for... wow, that was a super fast for Bandow. It looks like Sweener's gonna get a high, somewhere in the high 50s. So a 55 Whale Bay for Sweener. As both players go on to Pirate Lagoon. So right around here is where we started to see a bit of a gap between the two players last time. We can definitely see that it's slightly developing here, but some really good small castle section for Sweener, as he got the nice boost from boosting where he's about to boost here, and then just flying to get and bonking off the side of the castle wall. And that's ideally what you want to be doing.
Wait, that's a castle? Wow,
it looks like it looks. Well, it's not really a castle, but it kind of looks like a sandcastle side. That's what I mean. You see?
Dude, that is the biggest sandcastle I have ever seen.
I know, right? Onto Crescent Island. The fun part about Sherbert Island is I think every course actually has a little, like, a ship on it of sorts.
Yeah, and Whale Bay and Crescent Island are the only ones with smart pirates in it. Although the ones have broken pirate ships and stuff.
Yes.
Also, when we get the treasure caves, you will see that there is a pirate ship in the caves somehow, and they're all broken. You will see that.
Yes,
and
that's true.
That triggers me because I don't understand. How is that a thing?
I don't know. Well, we would have to ask somebody from Rare that developed the game. A nice fast, very much a faster first lap for Sweener there. I think he got a 23 first lap, which is really fast. So yeah, like most. Ooh, so Bandow having a little bit of problems.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely having a rough Crescent Island.
Last section for Crescent Island, yeah. This is definitely a good opportunity for Sweener to gain some seconds on him. I think.
Yeah, he's definitely
I think
gaining
he's
some
gonna
time.
he's gonna get a 107. He's got to be happy with that, honestly.
Yeah, that is a good time.
Yeah. Both players now on treasure caves. You'll see the pirate ship there in the water as they fly by the section. Wow. So 13 first lap. That is insanely fast. So when you get the balloon connection, like I think both players did. Oh no.
Ooh.
So he boosted into the wall, unfortunately. Although he did have a faster first lap by 2 seconds. And so, oh, lucky him, he got the balloon. That's pretty difficult to grab the balloon there, especially with all the CPU there. He went between 2 CPUs. He bonked off one. Oh no! Oh, Sweener did get it off though.
Yeah, he used it at like the last possible time, pretty much.
42 for Bandow.
Yeah, one thing we haven't
Or
talked
for Sweener, sorry.
Yeah, one thing we haven't talked about is why people hate Treasure Cave. It's that one blue balloon.
Yep.
That is the exact reason.
Yeah, there's no proven best consistent way to use it. So most players just use it. Ouch. So Bandow bonking there, and you can just see how much speed he lost. Which, as long as Sweener doesn't bonk, he's gonna catch up. For a little bit, anyways. I think Bandow's back to just flying around the course.
That bonk is a perfect reason for people to say.
Oh no, he missed the ground balloon there. As I think Bandow stream's having some connection issues.
Oh, it's not just me. Thank God.
No, I think it's frozen.
See, the stream hates EP so much it just couldn't take the pain.
Yeah, I think that might be it. But Sweener having a much better EP than last time. He did miss the zipper there, unfortunately, but I think he should get a slightly better time than the last time he did the track.
I feel with you, Bandow stream. I feel with you. Every time I play EP, I want to die too.
I mean, at this point, he's probably in Walrus Cove, so it's not just EP.
Yeah, but EP killed him. It's all EP's fault. It's all Everfrost Peak's fault. Everything is Everfrost Peak's fault.
Just know I don't quite agree with this. I think it's definitely a very difficult track, but I think once you get better at it, it's really good.
Oh, you're one of those people, huh?
What I think watching someone who's good at the track play it is really fun. So like, especially because and I didn't note it. Most of the times when these people are playing EP, like a really good player is pressing A at the beginning and probably not holding or pressing A again almost for the rest of the track. You want to be just barrel rolling and chaining boosts, which makes this track for some players a bit more easier than something like Space Dust, where there's more balloons that you can kind of rely on to like boost, at least to help you out in EP. Unfortunately, Bandow has lost. I don't know if he's lost full connection, but his bandwidth is definitely not there, unfortunately.
And death. That's what happened to him.
It's very unfortunate. Yeah.
Please pay your respect to Bandow. Death by EP.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
he's back and he's in Snowball Valley.
They're both.
So
whatever happened.
I guess Bandow had a rough walrus because I didn't get to see it, but they're right neck and neck here in Snowball. This is what I like to see. A nice close race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! Sweener's actually gonna take the Sweener's they're neck and neck. Sweener doesn't necessarily have a lead, but he's gonna take it here, probably.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth.
Oh yeah, so Bandow missed the boost and he didn't, so My gosh, Bandow's so fast that he's keeping up with Sweener's boosting. So they both got like the same score. Sweener just edging out of the lead. This is exciting.
I hope this is like it for the rest of the race.
Yeah, no. Honestly, we're just glad we're glad that Bandow's internet is back and working, or at least his stream is up and working. So yeah. Ooh no! So this is gonna be a bit of a lead for Sweener here. Yeah, this is interesting. So you're gonna see Bandow boost into that. You're gonna see Bandow boost into the zipper there, so he flies down farther. Which is one of two ways people use it. Most people use it the way that Sweener used it, where he's boosting down. We actually have Bandow's sound going.
Yeah.
But we just don't have his video very well. I think he might have taken the lead. Yeah, I think Bandow technically has the lead, but it's very close.
I don't know. We can't tell. He's probably
it's in shambles, but it seems like he's getting places a little faster than.
Yeah, it does.
So 112 for him, and it's very close, honestly. All right, come on, stream. Yes, of course. Okay. Yeah.
Still looks like they're neck and neck, though.
They are. I think that just based on how fast Bandow and how good Bandow is at this track, I'm gonna say a little gap will form here. And we're seeing it kind of right away. With Bandow having a 114 last time, he had a 5-second difference, a 113 to a 118 or 19, I think it was.
It was a 119.
So yeah, there's a 2-second difference on the first lap between the two guys. But the bump section there doing pretty well for Sweener. Both players getting a really nice boost into the castle. Both players now have their 10 bananas, and they're gonna go on. Ooh, a bit of a rough. He actually kind of went almost on like a down bob in his hovercraft and wasn't quite able to click the R button to get enough jump, so he lost a little bit of time there to Bandow.
You know, have you ever thought about how Boulder Canyon is like Smoky Castle?
Mm-hmm.
And since Smoky Castle belongs to Smokey the Dragon, do you think maybe this Boulder Canyon is just Smokey's castle that got flooded?
Possibly. I think it might be. I don't know anything about. I don't know if there's been any like official like lore understanding in it, but I think that'd be kind of neat. And then he had to rebuild it somewhere else. That'd be kind of neat.
Bring out the lore here.
Yeah. So one thing about Greenwood Village that you just saw from Sweener is those 3 bananas in that section. They're actually very difficult to get. They're decently difficult to get because the terrain's so bumpy. One thing about this track about this game is that terrain is not usually your friend when it gets all bumpy. You'll lose your sometimes you'll just start counter drifting when you may not want to, or whatever, or something goes wrong or you get flung. So both players very close to each other here, a lot closer than last race. But we will have the Windmill Plains out of bounds coming up next track, I believe.
Yeah.
Windmill Pains out of bounds.
Windmill Pains, of course.
Alright. So, a 111 for Sweener. Actually, I think that was a second better than last time. So Bandow, both players are going to be going for this out of bounds here.
Let's see how they do this time.
Yes.
Bandow didn't have much luck with it last time, but hopefully he will this time.
Mm-hmm. Both
It
players
is.
gathering as many bananas as they can before it. Oh no!
Oh.
So Bandow misses it. Sweener gets it. This is definitely a good race for him. Oh, both players missed it. Both players missed it. So it's still close.
Why do I jinx people like this? God.
It's okay. So you can just see just how much faster Bandow. You can kind of see with an inbouncing just how much faster in a plane Bandow is compared to Sweener, and that just comes with experience, honestly. Bandow getting out of bounds, keeping a lot of his speed doing it too, which is really cool, good to see. He didn't keep as much speed next time. Sweener. He almost. Oh, a couple. Wait, I'm not sure who's. I think now we have Bandow sound or Sweener sound. So a couple of honks of frustration for missing it. Bandow taking a big lead off of this now. He's gonna get a 1:21. So Sweener will probably go for it here again because you do save a little bit of time getting out of bounds here. Getting out of bounds just because the routing is a lot faster. Very unfortunate for Sweener. I think he was flying a little too low on both of their attempts.
And he accidentally does the back. This is really unfortunate for Sweener.
Yeah. So, Bandow taking a big lead here at the end of Windmill Plains. A good 20-second, a good probably 30-second, at least a good 35-second gap now between the two players.
Just
unfortunately
out of bounds.
Yeah, that happens. Which is actually a lot of the reason why we have best of 2 out of 3 races, is because of things like out of bounds tricks where some of them are pretty inconsistent, like Windmill Plains, where they can decide a race. So you kind of don't it's not really the best thing that it does tend to decide it. It's a big gap. Once you see something like that happen, there is still all of Future Funland, and there's still Spaceport Alpha, which both players had difficulty with. I suspect that might not be the case next time. Yeah,
it was definitely nerves last time.
I think so, yeah. So it looks like Sweener's gonna have a 40. Oh, nice 48 Haunted Woods for him.
Definitely better than last time, about by 4 seconds, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was 3 or 4. So Bandow with a 26 first lap on Space Dust Alley, the first race of. Oh man, so Bandow unfortunately losing his balloon, avoiding getting shot down by the ship. I actually think going high and actually going through the ship, because the ship is there, but surprisingly it doesn't really have a texture. Those two ships don't really have textures, and Sweener. Oh man. So he touched the electrical field and then he bonked, into the I guess the siding or whatever you want to call it of the archway there. So he's now about 2 laps behind. 2 laps plus behind Bandow.
36-second lap. That really sucks.
So just to kind of compare. Bandow had a 26 first lap, so that's just 10 seconds in 1 lap gained for Bandow as he goes into Dark Moon Caverns. Yeah,
but Space Dust Alley, it's definitely the hardest track in the game.
Yeah, it's unforgiving. It's definitely unforgiving, and that's what makes it difficult.
You're on plane, there's bonks everywhere, and plane and bonks. It's just brutal.
And then he would have still missed the balloon, but CPU did get to the balloon right before he would have if he was going straight. Unfortunately, that tends to happen at the end of lap 3 at this pace. A 1:29. It's just very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right, Ave?
And looks like Bandow's dead again.
Bandow is having a bit of bandwidth problems. The good thing is that obviously the races aren't just determined on the screen. The the players are in the race lobby. So his time. So like even if his stream isn't as good, his times will be recorded, which is nice. So we'll say Sweener's having a decently good start to Dark Moon with a 35 first lap.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Oh, Bandow's back, and he's finishing up Dark Moon with what looks to be a 139. A 139.
That's pretty good.
Sweener having some bonk issues on the crater, a very big offender of that. And just a note, even like Sweener didn't get shot there, you can actually get shot by the lasers there, which they aren't just particles that are shown just for effect. They're actually like meant to try and trip you up.
You know, I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Who are the guys actually shooting at? Like the guys in Space Dust? What idiots just go around shooting at the ground?
I don't know. Like, you can see that person that's shooting there. I think that's just there as it's honestly just there as an obstacle, most likely. Because especially on Space Dust with with there being 6 bananas, 3 on each side. In the spaceship going down the middle, you think a lot of players would just opt for the banana. Like some people would opt for the bananas, to avoid getting hit by the ship.
That is the safest route, but not the fastest route.
Yes. It's definitely not the fastest route. I think the only time I'll ever go for the bananas is if I bonked and I just need extra speed. Like I'll go for them just for the extra speed, just for like the extra like acceleration and speed that getting extra bananas early can get me. Going into that tunnel, going into like the chain, going into chaining my boosts. But otherwise, yeah. They're Wizpig's minions, yeah. The ships are like Wizpig minion ships. Because Future Funland's the section of the game that you unlock after you defeat Wizpig the first time. Then you go to Future Funland, which is kind of like, I guess would be his territory or whatever.
Are you sure they're not Diddy's minions? Because, you know, Diddy's the true villain of this game.
No, because he's just a racer.
No, I'm pretty sure Diddy's the true villain.
Alright, so here we go. Bandow gets the out of bounds. First try.
Yeah.
There is, I'd say, no issue. There is no possible way for, pretty much skill at this point. Obviously, alone won't give Sweener the win. It would take a really rough last lap and him wrong weighing a couple of times. But it looks like that's not going to happen.
Back.
So, yeah, I think Bandow is going to take this with about a 25-30. Yeah, 25-32. 25-32 for Bandow. Really good time. I think, and Sweener will still probably get a low 26 here. He gets out of bounds. So both players with a successful Spaceport Alpha out of bounds. That's very good to see.
Yeah, they definitely didn't lose their nerves this time. So
no, GG's to Bandow on the win, and Sweener, great racing yourself. He's gonna finish up here. So we've learned that windmill planes, even for these guys who are both really good players, just because Bandow winning doesn't give anything away with a 25-20 from Sweener, 26-20 from Sweener. Yeah.
Yeah. The windmill planes is hard for everyone. I've seen Giz mess it up before.
Everyone messes it up. Every once in a while, it's difficult.
It's evil.
Yeah.
But not as evil as ever first screw up speed.
Mm-hmm. So if either or I think we might have time for a very short interview, because we are going to have Giz and Trident in a bit. Maybe a quick interview if either player wants to join the server.
Yeah, Giz and Trident is at 6, so not
Okay.
very long after.
They might want to start a little earlier, but maybe we can get a quick interview from either player. I think. But yeah, they're scheduled for 6. And if not, then I guess that will wrap until the next race.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be time.
Um,
I'm not sure though.
yeah,
it is getting late. It is getting late for Giz, so we do want to start as fast as we can.
Yeah, with
'Cause it's-
Sweden and all.
yeah. Okay, hi Bandow.
Hello.
Hi.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
It's a lot. It was nice to see, especially in the second race, like, all the out of bounds getting done. I feel bad for Sweener. He had a rough time on windmill planes, but rough track.
Yeah, rough track.
Yeah.
Well, and again, both my disconnections made
Yeah.
me lose time a bit
Oh no.
over the times.
Oh man. Hey Sweener.
Hey, Serena. GG, by the way.
Good game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG. But yeah, when I was like disconnecting, I was like, why is this happening now?
No, I know it's so rough. Like,
And I disconnected from the IRC server. So I didn't know if I was gonna get into reconnect before
the race.
I finished.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it was so late that I disconnected
Oh, man.
again. But thankfully, the stream reconnected
Yes.
within a time that I liked. So
That's good. So yeah. Congrats on